Hi guys, I'm just make some tutorial how to do my plane that you've been seeing there on Facebook. So if someone want to start or want to do it or some ideas. So for me the difficult was the plans. So the plans, the blueprints, I done a screenshot in my mobile, my phone, the maximum as I could. Then I passed from my phone, I passed for a USB that I put in my TV. My TV is a 49 inch, so it's a big TV. And there is the picture. So I idealize the size that I want for my plane. So here you can see, so the plan. So this one was the size initial that I think for me was okay. So I can see here I have 55 centimeters. So we use centimeters here, probably some of you is inches. But anyway, so I have 55 centimeters. So this will be a small plane. So what I done is I double all the measures. So if I have 55, the length of my aircraft will be 110. The same, so for wings, so if you can see, you have to figure out, then is imagination, because you have to figure out the angle here, the angle that I have here. So you have to figure out how to do this angle and the measures, but that with some imagination. So if you, when you start on, you'll get there. So you can see all the measures here. So this tiny bit here, for example, I have 4 centimeters and a half. So I'll give it 9 for the angle and start. So all the measures, I double all the measures then when I start cutting. So this is the fuselage. So I cut it all these size along the way, the measure that I want on the DEPROM or in the foam. Actually, I'm not using for the start that DEPROM. I'm using is some foam that is papered in both sides, but that is hard then to fold, to bend. Is not easy. It's kind of break. But for the start, for what the skeleton of the fuselage that I'm gonna show you in a moment. You can see is good enough. So forget about the wings, forget about everything. What you want now is the length and the wide of your fuselage. So I have 55 means 5 centimeters and a half. So means I double everything, so I'll get 11. And the length, as I say, 55. So this is the body that you want for the base. Then how to figure out, because it's go like sharpen. So to sharp, so you take the measure, I hope you can see, you take the measures all along the way. And as you can see, so it's 5 and a half, and then it start getting wider. So then it's go for 4 and a half, then it goes for 3, then it goes for 1/2, and so then you mark the points. I'll try to explain now. So then you go widen, you mark, you have to figure out the center. So will be 5 and a half. You make the center, and then when it start, for example, when it start now, instead of 5 and a half, it start 5. 5, so will mean that will be 10, because you are doubling, so will be 10. So from the middle, from the center of the base, the fuselage, I don't know, guys, what you want. So from the center, you pass 5 down, 5 up. Then it's go widening. Then it give you 4 means that double. It give you 8. So then a little bit further from the middle, 4 down, 4. For the other side, you go widen, and then you have to be a little bit kind of Picasso artist, and you do this shape. So I done the same here. So here, so it's 5 and a half. So as I said, double. If you want a double, if you want a small aircraft to start, you can start with the small one. If you have a TV, if you don't have a TV, even the screen of the laptop, you just screenshot, and then you see the measure of the laptop that is giving you, for example, 10 centimeters or 15 centimeters. So you just double. 15 give you 30, and then if you double again 2-3 times, you just measure double or triple all the measures that you have. Here was the same, so the tail, as you can see, so when it starts, so it's 11, again you figure out the way, the middle, then 5 means 10, 10 from the middle you put 5, 5, and then here you have to be a kind of artist. Mine is not perfect there, the tail, but is working out. The same for the wings and everything. So then this is for the main body here and for the wings, and you can do for the elevators here, so you do the same. Then I have here another picture, that this one is the only one I think that is to use for the rudder, the tail, so for you to figure out here. So as you can see, these ones, like sometimes 777, I think 777 and other aircrafts, you can see a slight inclination here, but this one is, I just done it kind of straight. So again, where it starts the tail, where it starts the rudder, so again, you can see, so 5.5, 5.5, so you come here, 5.5, 5.5, and when it starts shorten, so is when you do this again, but it's, if you don't do it perfect, but that's the point, imagination to do the things. That's actually what I'm doing now, is the part below here. So my tail is not completely perfect, but it's my first aircraft, and after a good few months I've been checking. So this for you to have an idea how to start for the measures for the fuselage was the easiest way, because yeah, it's websites, you download, you order, you pay, you do whatever you can, but I think for this is enough for you to start. So again, I show you, so the main body here, as I say, remember this was I show you now there, so I cut all the length to get the measurements, so I bring you now in my kind of atelier, and you'll see I explain you how to done that. Even so kind of the circles, so kind of arch, half moon, or I don't know how you call, to support them, so I'll show you now everything there, right? So guys, here I am now, so this is different room, so I try to explain. So here this is what I say is like the widen, so I cut all these kind of rectangle. So as I said, then where you see, if you can, where you see that it start widening in the image, so start small here, so you have to see first what is the size when it start widening until the end of the nose, and the tail will be the same. So for example, I think I said was 9 centimeters, so 9 centimeters in this case was I think 18, something like that. I don't know if I doubled the 55, so 110, I'm not sure. So you find the middle of the rectangle, you find the length of the size of the nose, so 18, then you find the middle, and then you start to, so he was 11, then you go 10, 8, 4, so you go all the way down until you make, and then of course it's just points, just marks, so mine was not very perfect here, but then by hand with the pencil and you try to do the round. I done the same on the back. It's not really perfect, but as I said, for first aircraft, I think it's getting very good. So then to do the circles, to do this frame here, the skeleton, so the circles, for me I didn't done the, so means that is 11, so edge to edge, so if it's 11, so I done 10, and I left a gap here. I don't know if you can see from there. I left a gap here on each side for the space of the foam when you do it around. Otherwise, if you do edge to edge, it's gonna be outside, like if you can see here, it's a little bit outside, so I have to or sand or something like that. So the material, as I said before, I started with this. This is like a cardboard foam in the middle, and then as a paper, as you can see, you can take the paper, but then the paper don't come out properly. So that's the one I start now. I got some Depron. Depron, as you can see, you can fold. The Depron is foldable, so you can bend then to do this thing. Another thing, so the glue, then as I have this cardboard here, I have a good pieces. So I done 3 millimeters. So I done, and then I cut it in half, the circle, and I glue it. So you need space in the middle. So the space, I think I done like 1.5 the white here. So after you have the circle, so the circles you do with the compass or something else, or some mold of the thing. So the compass, so I done this, and then I want 1.5, so you have to do the maths. Then I done another circle, as you can see here, so it's the other circle here, then small, I think I done then 4, so means yeah, 8, so I cut it, then the shape will be, I don't know if I have it any done, yeah, I have it done, so will come up like this. So yeah, see, come up like that. So you glue it. The glue, I use a lot of Boston and everything, and now actually lately I start to use the hot glue. This is very good, the hot glue, very fast. Actually, I have my engine here. Is a big boy. I don't know if someone will see my videos on Facebook. I'm gonna put in the description in YouTube here now about the engines I have, because I had a big problem. I could work in the tester, but I couldn't work on the receiver and the control remote. So new big situations. Time to even try. So wire. So this is that hot glue. If it not work, I just stick it, cut it, will be fine again. So I'm trying to put these wires to do the widening here for the engines. So I'll see how this will come up now eventually. Anyway, but further away for your skeleton. So I done that. Then I glue. Then you glue it, and that's it. The spaces. I'm trying to leave a bigger space in the middle. So the wings will be a little bit, as you see the image, they will be a little bit further, and to balance the weight, also to put the battery here, or a little bit back. So that's important also for what I've been reading. It's important that you have the balance, because if it's too much weight, the aircraft constantly want to go tail down. You have to put up on the aircraft's gonna fly like this, not straight. So, but eventually, there's videos about that, and I've been watching videos. If you follow me, I'll then show you videos of balance the aircraft, how to balance the aircraft, because I saw some videos, and actually, yeah, it's very good. So the spaces I done like between these half moons, I done like so it's 13, 10. So you just do the space. You don't need a lot of them. Just need a few, as I said. So I done was I put, I think was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 or 6. I think yeah, was 6. So I done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You don't need many of them. Then I've done this balsa wood, some tiny things, with the tail already installed. It was start bending. So yeah, if you do a big aircraft, remember you have to do that. You have to reinforce with something here. Some people can use, but it's more expensive. You can use what's the name? I don't remember the name now. This is for drones, like, yeah. Anyway, there's the balsa wood here. Balsa wood, sorry, balsa now the music. So yeah, I'm very happy now. This will be, then I have the landing gear. I put the landing gear here. I don't even know if this is going to be the wing to finish or not. As you can see, so the wing will be, if you see the aircraft, the wings go a little bit up. So when I put the wheels, it was like this, because of course you would be straight with the wing here, but not straight. So I have to put some pieces of wood here to do the gap and make it kind of straight. So I'll see. Yeah, eventually it's gonna be like this. So you have to see the height that you're gonna install the wings. Then, as you can see, then you have the landing gear. Of course, you can't touch there. But anyway, when I put, if I put here this hot coal of moon or whatever here, so will be like this. So it's still some gap. I don't know if you can see it with all this shit. But anyway, this is just the start, just for you to have an idea. So this will be like kind of this. Then I don't know the height of the landing gear also, if it's gonna be too high, how to put the nose here, because if it's let's say if it's too high, the aircraft is going to be like this. If it's too low, it's going to be like this. But 737, if I'm not wrong, has a slight inclination to the front, so I'll figure it out. We'll figure it out in time. So yeah, this is kind of getting shaped. Yeah, it's a lot of time, as I say. You need imagination, you need a lot of things. Then my till, for example, here is a little bit thick, because as I say, I was using that cardboard. So if you do Dapron will be more easy, because you have the servos here. As you can see, I have servos here. So these wouldn't be foldable, wouldn't be very nice, so I have to make some holes and everything. And other people even make it thick, but the servos then stay on the high side, I think. Sorry, my English also, I'm not English. That's not my first language. So yeah, you could see the servos, but I think that would be ugly. So then in time, I'll do a video with all the parts, with all the material, like push rods and servos and everything that I ordered. So I don't know if you saw my Jasper here coming, my doggy. Yeah, so guys, for now, well, this is my start. This is just give some ideas. If you want to follow me, I'll leave in the description some Facebook also, and if you need some questions that I can help, because I'm not an expert also, I'm just on the start. And feel free, drop a message and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And that's it, guys. I'll make some video with all the parts that I have. I have 3 boxes full of cables, ESC, speed controllers. This is going to be with the 6-axis gyro also, gyro. It's the ones like the drones. So it will recover itself if it's wind or something, if it's bringing to a side or another. Itself is gonna balance itself. Alright guys, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed my video. I explain as much as I can. I'm not a professional. I would appreciate if you just subscribe, just keep on it. Pass the word if some people want to know. Share my video, I'll appreciate that. I'll get back to you. Thank you guys. See ya.